Where are you going to throw your things out at?
Down here.
What's that?
You can see they weren't tearing up jack. This is a driveway. By that leaf is a leaf tore the gravel up. They must have been fighting right here in the driveway. I didn't see that part. Looks like they were all around the driveway here, all through the yard. They were fighting right here underneath that street light where that kind of brown colored grass is. They tore the grass up, watered it around, tore it up pretty good. Looks like he came down this hill and went across the creek, the pair, or however many there were. There's lots of tracks, big tracks, little tracks. They traveled down through here. We see them over on that side of the hill all the time from the road. But we never hardly see them over here on our side, but they were here last night. We woke up to what we thought was Sasquatch banging two sticks together right outside our bedroom. 3:30 this morning. We didn't wake up, we were already up. But I looked out the window and could make out two things wrestling down in the grass, and it turned out to be two bucks, a large buck and a small buck. And at one point the large buck had the smaller one pinned to the ground by his antlers. He was holding him down with his antlers. And I've never seen two bucks sparring, and I definitely never seen them up close like that. But so much for Sasquatch. It was just two really frisky bucks trying to fight over a female, I suppose. But it was interesting just the same. I've tracked them all around the bottom down here. They went back up. They've come up and down this hill, and they went back towards our cabin. And one has got I'm sure it's the larger buck that I saw. Got a massive toe on him. It's as long as my fingers. He's got a big foot and it's spread out. He's heavy. He looked heavy from looking out the window in the middle of the night. He was under a street light. They look the size of horses under the street light, but I'm sure that can be deceiving. But he was dragging that little buck all over the place, really putting a whooping on him. And the smaller buck finally ran off. It's interesting to hear at 3:30 in the morning. Totally different thing. It's beautiful down here. A person could sit down here all the time and enjoy this. Except for the cars going over the bridge behind me. You can hear them. Sound like trains going over. Big sycamore trees with their pale white colors. We had a giant, what they call that, holly tree. It was huge, biggest holly tree I've ever seen. And when they put the road and the pipeline through, they cut it down, destroyed it. There's nothing left but a pile of rubble. I was hoping we would jump up the deer. That's the reason I brought my camera with me. I figured they was bedding down back in this thicket somewhere, but I can't get back in there to them. The trail, there's a trail leading in there, but there's no trail leading out. So I think after they had their fun, they went back in here somewhere behind our cabin. Of course, our cabin's all crushed, a tree fell on it. It's all grown up. You can see their tracks. It's a Bigfoot. was sliding when he come down through here. We've tracked him all over the place. There where he's sunk in the mud. I don't hunt. I just enjoy watching them. I'd rather have them on video than to shoot them. Little print there, he's sunk over an inch in the mud. It's interesting. But we're not going to see him today, I don't guess.